Are you an INTP or an INTJ? If so, you know that your mind works a little differently. You're always thinking, analyzing, strategizing. You crave knowledge and love a good intellectual challenge. But have you ever wondered how your unique thought process impacts your relationships? Today, we're taking a close look at the compatibility between INTPs and INTJs. These two personality types share a thirst for understanding the world around them, but they approach things in very different ways. This can lead to amazing connections or some frustrating miscommunication. We're going to get into all of it, how they complement each other, where their potential conflicts lie, and what makes this pairing so intriguing. So if you're ready to understand the dynamics of the INTP-INTJ relationship, let's dive in. Imagine having a partner who's always ready to dive headfirst into a fascinating discussion about the nature of reality, the latest scientific breakthrough, or the intricate patterns that govern human behavior. That's the kind of intellectual stimulation INTPs and INTJs crave, and they find it in each other. They constantly push each other to expand their horizons, to think more critically, and to challenge their assumptions. It's a constant workout for the mind and keeps them both engaged and fascinated. Beyond just the thrill of deep conversations, this pairing is often built on a foundation of deep respect. In a world where it often feels like no one truly understands you, it's incredibly refreshing and empowering to find someone who values intelligence and competence as much as you do. INTPs and INTJs often see each other as intellectual equals, and that shared admiration fosters a strong bond and even a sense of awe within their relationship. When challenges arise, whether it's a major work problem, a broken appliance, or planning an epic journey, INTPs and INTJs become an unstoppable force. They combine their sharp analytical minds, their knack for strategy, and their sheer determination to find effective solutions. This turns them into a powerhouse problem-solving duo, and, perhaps most surprisingly, this pairing can lead to a deeply satisfying connection that goes beyond just stimulating conversations. Under the surface, INTPs and INTJs often share a profound desire to understand the world around them. That shared pursuit, along with their mutual respect for each other's intellect, can create a special kind of intimacy and a strong sense of being truly understood. Of course, no pairing is without its potential hurdles. Since both INTPs and INTJs tend to think with their heads rather than their hearts, emotional warmth and intimacy can sometimes get lost in the shuffle. They might not always pick up on each other's emotional cues or provide the kind of heartfelt support their partner might need at times. Both INTPs and INTJs can also be incredibly strong-willed and convinced of their own rightness. This makes compromise a tricky area to navigate. Finding a way to meet in the middle can be a struggle, leading to frustration and prolonged arguments. INTJs sometimes lean towards delivering blunt and sometimes overly harsh or dismissive criticism. While INTPs value honest feedback to help them grow, it needs to be delivered with a dose of sensitivity. Otherwise, their feelings can be hurt, and they might withdraw from future discussions due to a lack of trust. Finally, if one partner craves more social interaction than the other, it can create tension over time. The more extroverted partner could start feeling neglected if their partner constantly needs alone time, while the introvert might start feeling resentful and overwhelmed by social expectations. Okay, so we understand how INTPs and INTJs connect and where they might differ. Now let's get into the good stuff. Why this pairing has the potential to be incredibly strong. Imagine having someone to talk with endlessly, where the ideas just keep flowing, and you're constantly challenged to expand your thinking. With INTPs and INTJs, there's always another layer to uncover, another perspective to explore. This mutual desire for knowledge fuels an amazing intellectual bond. Beyond just stimulating conversations, this pairing fosters deep respect. Both types value intelligence, the ability to think independently, and the drive to solve complex problems. They see each other as equals, fueling admiration that adds another layer of strength to their connection. Speaking of problems, when INTPs and INTJs tackle challenges together, they're a force to be reckoned with. Their combined analytical skills, strategic thinking, and drive for solutions turn them into a powerhouse team. And with time and effort, INTPs and INTJs can forge a connection that goes beyond intellectual stimulation. Under the surface, they share a desire to truly understand the world, and that common pursuit can lead to a unique intimacy and profound sense of being understood. Of course, no relationship is perfect, and the INT-INTJ dynamic can hit some stumbling blocks. Since both types tend to lead with their heads rather than their hearts, emotional warmth and intimacy can sometimes get lost in the shuffle. They might struggle to express their feelings or provide the kind of emotional support their partner craves. Additionally, both INTPs and INTJs can be incredibly strong-willed, believing firmly in their own logic and solutions. This can make compromise a serious battleground, leading to arguments and frustration on both sides. INTJs sometimes fall into the habit of delivering blunt and sometimes overly harsh criticism. This can be deeply hurtful for the more emotionally sensitive INTP, potentially damaging their trust. Finally, if one partner craves more social interaction and the other thrives on solitude, it can create tension over time. The more social partner might feel neglected, while the more introverted one might start feeling overwhelmed and resentful. So, what's the takeaway from all this? Well, the INTP and INTJ pairing has the potential to be incredibly dynamic, filled with intellectual growth, mutual respect, and the thrill of problem solving. But it also requires effort and understanding. Both partners need to be aware of their tendency to neglect emotions and actively work on effective communication and healthy compromise. Let's quickly recap some of the key points we've covered today. INTPs and INTJs are drawn together by their shared love of knowledge, their analytical minds, and their introverted nature. Their differences, however, lie in how they approach decision-making, flexibility, and their need for social interaction. These differences can be a source of both strength and tension. Ultimately, whether an INTP-NTJ relationship thrives depends on the individuals involved. Are they willing to appreciate each other's strengths? Can they navigate their differences with understanding and a willingness to compromise? If so, this duo can unlock a truly special bond built on a shared passion for thinking, learning, and growing together. And hey, if you're thinking about someone special as you listen to this, maybe an INTP or an INTJ, take it as a sign to dig a little deeper. Could that connection be even stronger than you think? Don't forget to like and subscribe for more explorations into the fascinating world of personality types.